Welcome back to the Big Guy Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. I am extremely tired because me and his brother, we got another set of medals yesterday in our cross-country race.
They did.
So, I'm not up to speak talking this because I'm really sleepy.
Did you witness Enix tumble down the
I
hill?
did witness Enix tumble. So, the course, it starts out and this course is not usually as packed as it is, or as it was yesterday, like the amount of people. So we all start out, it immediately curves pretty much. So there's a cone, and people are like having to jump over it, people are tripping and stuff. So after that, we get up the first hill, and then people are coming down the hill, but we're still in a big crowd. So Enoch is in the middle of like 5 or 6 people. One of them trips on a rock and like shoves the person in front of them, and the person in front of them shoves Enoch, and he happens to be the one that falls down. And it's just a whole like chaotic mess at the beginning of the race.
Yes. Enoch was very bruised and beaten from that tumble.
And he would not stop talking about it. He was kind of proud of getting shoved, I think.
I think he also was, because when he got home, he talked about it for like 3 hours. It seemed like.
Okay. I was gonna say something about the AC sounding louder.
No, it's fine. I don't even know if you can hear it.
It's okay. We'll just see. Okay. Who would like to start out on Big Guy News?
The big guy.
Roll the intro.
Who's starting Big Guy News?
Okay.
Tell him.
Alright, I'll start with
He had the most time.
what?
You had the most time to prepare, which is 10 minutes.
That's not very long. Hurricane Lee, which is a Category 5 off the coast of Florida. It is not projected to hit just yet, but if it does hit, it's going to be pretty devastating. It's a very big hurricane.
Wasn't there just another hurricane not that long ago?
Oh yeah, but it hit the west coast, not the east coast. That was Hillary, and it was devastating to California.
Does anybody know how they pick their names for hurricanes?
I have no idea.
believe they go alphabetically. Like they just like.
That's false news.
That is false
person who
news.
finds it gets the name of after their wife.
Re-say that, please.
Person who finds it gets the name, it's usually named after their wife.
Continuing on with our big guy news segment.
Thank you.
Our news is always 110% factual. Don't look up or discuss. We are very credible. Sukraj, to you.
I was gonna prove John wrong real quick because I
Oh,
think we just
yeah.
looked it up. If we're talking about Hurricane Hillary, like the first thing that pops up is record-breaking tropical storm Hillary devastates California.
Also on top of that, how hurricanes are named, they have to go through some weird procedure established by the World's Meteorological Organization. For
Yeah.
Atlantic hurricanes, there's a list of male and female names which are used on a 6-year rotation. So they rotate 6 years, not the guy who discovered it.
Unless
Because
it's
then
like,
you'll just get a bunch of people like, oh my god, I discovered that. No, I saw that. And then they're gonna be like, I want to name it.
Yeah, John, you were.
So
two
they can't really go
categories
off
wrong.
that.
Hillary was a Category 4,
You're the one that was talking. Wait,
not 2.
Hillary's the one that hit California.
It's
the
a
other
4.
one-
Yeah.
What?
anyways,
California.
Alan, continue your news segment.
Okay,
Stupid.
so do you have anything more to talk about?
Not really. It might hit the Bahamas, which would be good for us, but not the Bahamas. It's probably sink. And it could just go off into the Atlantic and spin around until it eventually goes away.
Why would it be good for us?
Because it didn't hit us.
Yeah,
That's not good for us. We're just like.
We're fine. It's just
Just
the
do-
Bahamas are screwed. They're
We're in Missouri
10 feet
now.
underwater.
No, it's good for us as in America.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
No, we're still getting hit with the aftermath regardless, unless it goes out into the
Heavy
Atlantic.
It's good for us, but not for the Bahamas.
anyway,
It's the most true thing he's ever said on the podcast.
that was Talon's new segment. Who would like to go next?
I have no idea about anything yet. Because you guys started.
Dallas, Scott.
Alright, so my news segment, I literally just looked it up like just a few minutes ago, but it was one of the first things that popped up and looked interesting. It is, according to NPR.org news, An ailing American explorer trapped 3,000 feet deep in a Turkish cave awaits rescue. So, I haven't actually read this, I just thought the headline was interesting.
Okay,
So,
actually, to talk about this, so is the guy like fully like stuck, or can he like move around?
as I just said, I have not read this story at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it may be on like the top thing or something.
I'm speed reading.
Because you know, like the story of the guy that like, well, me and you talked about this, but there's like this guy who got stuck upside down in a
Yeah.
cave, and basically he would like, I don't know what, he was like with his family or something, from what I know, and basically if you're stuck upside down, you'll eventually die. Like, not because of like starvation or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's just because you're upside down and all that blood like goes to your brain or something.
Yeah, that'd be really scary, and they couldn't get him out because
Like they tried a bunch of
Yeah.
things like drill. I think they did a drill mechanism, a pulley mechanism.
there's no way they could get him out without like breaking his legs or something like that.
Yeah,
But
which
I don't
that'd
think
be-
this guy. He's not like physically stuck. He just can't get out of the cave. I think like he's too deep or something. like
Okay.
that. And he has some kind of stomach issue going on, stomach bleeding.
And do you think this is because of the elevation, or is it just like a condition that he already had?
I don't know. It literally does not tell me.
Oh.
Back to that guy who was held upside down in that cave. After 12 minutes, he would have started hallucinating.
Probably.
So it wouldn't have been that bad
That
after
would've been-
12 minutes.
Uh,
He would have been high.
I wouldn't have.
For a very long time.
Because
I'm not
even
sure-
if
it
you're
wasn't
high, you
completely
would still
upside
feel
down,
pain.
yeah.
Well, at that point, your brain's so woozy that you probably wouldn't feel too much pain.
Yeah, Talon's our expert on that topic.
Oh, we're gonna have to bleep a few things out. Actually, okay, I'll read my headline real quick just so we have, filler of space. So my story is basically off of fox2now.com/news/Missouri/plea heading for St. Louis deputy charged with murder of carjacking suspect. So basically, St. Louis County Police said at the time that William Bergs carjacked a 67-year-old woman, or 67-year-old man, who was with his 10-year-old grandson in a McDonald's parking lot on something road, in the Spanish Lake area of North County. We're told that Burgess hit the man as he tried to drive away in the car that he allegedly stole.
Wow.
Like, hit him with the car he stole.
Allegedly stole. He's a suspect of carjacking.
Oh.
Wait, so the cop hit the suspect? with
No.
the-
No.
He hit the person that he allegedly stole a car from.
Oh.
But I guess it doesn't tell me when this happens. But the cop he shot and killed the carjacking suspect before it was confirmed or something. I have no. I'm gonna read more the confirmed part and shot and killed part. I don't know how he dies yet. I'm just kind of saying stuff.
Yes.
I never understood I don't know, I'm not real knowledgeable on the topic, but it seems like cops don't really use their tasers as much.
Did you know a car is considered
Actually-
a deadly weapon?
That has nothing to do with what I just
No,
said.
that
but yeah.
means that he had probable cause to shoot the man if he was being dangerous.
Not if he's being charged with murder.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Because the dude's a suspect.
Yeah.
So they can police chases where they do the pit maneuver
Yeah.
to basically stop people from
Yeah.
driving. That's basically what he could probably do. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
but if
guessing.
he was on foot, he would have probable cause. to
Okay,
shoot
if
when
he
was
was
driving
probably not
towards
on
him.
foot, he was a carjacking suspect. I mean, I'll have to read more because
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if he was on foot, then he wouldn't
But
be in the car. He's not
about-
a weapon anymore.
About tasing, if you're a police officer, you have to get tased to get the
I
honor
know,
of
but-
carrying the taser. So maybe he didn't have the taser.
I don't know. I think you should be forced to.
All
Like,
cops
I
have
don't
tasers,
think- I
but
feel
they're
like cops-
required to be tased.
I agree with that. I
Like-
feel like cops should be
The thing is, the scaling of force, and if anyone has a knife or anything, you have to have deadly cover, or you're
I
likely to get
understand
stabbed.
that. My point is that, I just think the cops.
Well, he
shoot
shouldn't have
person
murdered
that
the dude. He should have just tased him. He would have been down. He would have so then they could just come and.
Did you know a cop cannot draw his firearm within 12 feet of you and kill a man before he gets stabbed?
Okay, well,
If someone is within 12 feet, an officer cannot draw his pistol in the time it takes that man to stab him.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the guy getting
I don't know
tased.
why you're
My point
what you're
is,
also-
There's a lot of stress in the job, so like,
So cops should just instantly shoot whoever they see. pretty much.
Yeah.
like,
He was
sometimes they
an-
actually I can't speak. They mix up which weapon they're pulling.
Exactly, that's stupid. Like, that's why.
Well, it's a stressful situation.
They should be trained better. is what
I
I'm
kind of
saying.
would get what Tyler's saying, but I mean,
Do you think they? Oh my
well, I don't think, I don't
Taser
think,
and
I
gun,
don't.
taser on left,
But
gun on
we
right.
don't know the
Makes
story
it
yet, though.
cool.
We don't know the story. I mean, I get what you're saying, but we don't know the story.
Yeah.
He was alleged suspect of carjacking, and he got shot.
Yeah.
Then he died. And
I'm
the
not
cop's
even-
getting charged, so he probably knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
even-
the video, the body cam footage has not been released yet, so.
I'm not even specifically talking about this cop. I was just saying in general. I feel like cops just shoot people like first without doing anything.
But
else.
another-
You
another
don't
thing
see
on-
the
wait.
news article, cop arrests 6 guys.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
what
the
I'm saying.
article, cop
So-
shoots the guy.
America is like a very large space,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of crime that happens. And you're not gonna see
That
all
is
of
true.
the, you're
That's
not
the
seeing
point.
all the stories of man got tased and arrested.
Yeah.
That's the end of
Man
it.
got
'Cause,
beanbagged
yeah.
and arrested.
Those
You're seeing
happen like
Man got shot to death.
yeah.
Cop evil.
Yeah, because like I
Yeah,
mean,
you
if
guys
someone
are right with that.
if
'cause
someone
it
dies,
gets more reaction from
Yes.
public and gets pushed up to the top. So
Mm-hmm.
you see, or I guess in my case, I see
Mhm.
constantly, cop shoots guy, cop shoots guy, cop shoots guy. Cop
Yeah.
shoots guy.
It's a controversy.
you have
Yeah,
to think
And
that's
that's really good for the news.
that's all America.
Like we don't like
So-
we don't like hearing good things. We always have to hear like police
The
are
worst
bad.
are worst,
yeah.
yeah.
There is a problem, I think, with
I do agree with the
cops.
taste
They
thing.
need to be trained better, but there's also a problem with the media just pushing controversy constantly for reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defunding the police, that actually hurts.
I don't believe in defunding the police.
I don't either.
I actually think in more funding them so they have better training. But
Yeah, and better
Yeah.
equipment.
because
or
other
better
countries,
repair.
like the thing is, other countries like some countries they had to like train for 7 years or something. And if you
Jeez.
look at their kill counts, it's way less, like 10 people from since the 1980s or something.
Like
Yeah,
isn't
Here we have
Iceland?
over 1,000.
But
Somebody-
how many violent gangs do they have?
I don't know, like I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we have over like 100 violent gangs.
All places have criminals now.
Yeah, but we have a lot of criminals. That's the point.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so-
because we have more of a population. That's like
Yeah.
that's not fair towards like us since we have a higher population than other countries. Like Iceland, for example, I think they have the lowest crime rate, but like I'm going off general knowledge that I have. I don't think they allow like
Mhm.
guns and stuff, and which we allow guns, but we have a higher population as well.
Yeah.
So which means that we would most likely have access to illegal weapons, like you know,
Mhm.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but like, I think Norway has a very low crime rate as well.
I'll search it up real quick. Lowest crime rate country. Iceland.
Iceland.
Anyway, so I don't think it's a coincidence that countries that actually had to train to be a cop have less kills than here,
There's-
where you literally don't have to. Like, all you need is a high school diploma from your legend to get signed up.
Actually,
They're
speaking
still
of
not-
Iceland, sorry, but the law places strict limits on gun ownership. To obtain a license for a firearm, applicants must be at least 20 years old. So I'm guessing that they do allow guns, which
In Iceland?
I feel like that's like, you know,
There's a very small population in Iceland, though.
that, yeah, I'll search it up. Yeah.
It's a very
I
big
yeah,
hunting.
372,000. So yeah.
Yeah.
Basically 4 times of our Springfield, Missouri.
But the next two after Iceland is Denmark and Ireland, which are relatively decently sized. New Zealand and then Australia. So just places of relative peace.
So back on what Dallas was saying about the training, I know from talking to actual people that are trying to become cops, you have lots of time in the actual police academy, and I looked it up, and it's almost 700 hours, over 600 hours of actual training in the police academy. But then you also, I know that you also have to work in different areas, like either in a jail or something like that, where you get some of that experience before you can actually go out and be
Oh,
like
so
a
it's
town
kind of like,
cop.
sorry, you can continue.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
I was kind of just connected it. So it's kind of like, you know how like doctors, like whenever they're trying to become like a doctor,
A surgeon.
they go through medical school and college and stuff. Then they have to do 7 years of residency,
Yeah.
which that'd be the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's not like, I don't think they're getting a lack of training. It's just what
Maybe
media.
But-
not using retraining, I don't know.
Yeah.
But compared to Iceland, most rookie cops go under at least 6 months of training. So I feel like that's, I don't know. I know 700 hours is
That's a
technically less
lot.
than, I mean, if it's 700 hours where they're like actually like learning, then that's like, in terms of time, that's like less than a month. But like, I guess in the span, it'd probably be at least like 3 or 4 months long. But
Yeah.
compared to Iceland, Iceland has 6 months.
Yeah, this can last up to.
No, that can last up to 6 months.
It can last up to 6 months.
I feel like our media has a very large impact on like shootings and such. Due
What do
to
you
like
mean?
how polarized it is and all that.
What do you mean?
Our media is very corrupt.
Yeah, but was it, people are gonna shoot people, like,
Yeah, but it has an influence.
Maybe
Like
maybe
recently there's a based around like and
racial.
not
We're gonna have to
ra-
blame
not,
this
not
anyway.
racial.
we're gonna have to. We just need to cut off this conversation.
Yeah,
But
don't have a
based
point,
based on what we can probably put in the episode, what I think Talon's trying to say is like maybe like somebody that's like I don't know mentally unstable, before they like had the idea of like coming to school and heard it off of like the news or something. There's like a school shooting and that influenced them to. I think that's what Talon's trying to say.
I'm also
do not
saying,
agree
like,
with that at all.
If
I-
you're
I-
watching like a really
I can
right
I can see it happening, but I don't think that'd be like the number one cause is the media.
Yeah. But it
I
is
feel like there's
definitely-
other things we have to look at.
I don't think it's like you see it on, that's really cool, I wanna do that too.
No, it's
No.
not just that. It's like
It's
Uh,
an influence.
well, maybe
very
like-
right wing ones are very anti-gay and very like
Oh, you're saying like people who consume lots of hateful content, like
yes,
it'll
like
influence
very
them.
It'll
far
make
left
you
and
hate
very
them.
far right.
Yeah.
Media are very.
Oh,
It's-
okay. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Talon is smart, but he's not, what's the word?
Word good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He know we're good.
Okay. Isaiah, I think you're the only one that hasn't shared. Do you guys actually going back to the Cade thing before we start with Isaiah? So, I was kind of interested in that. So did you find out anything else?
Oh, I closed the door cop job requirements, but
You want to know a cool thing?
What about you? Do you have anything else on the hurricane?
No, but I can tell you something about caves. This guy was walking in like Antarctica or something like that, and he fell in one of them ice caves and became a smoothie.
Mm.
Because they can be like miles deep.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
just slowly get thinner. So you just liquid. Not a fun way to go. That,
Okay, I'm actually gonna look more into my story. Isaiah, if you want to start yours, you
I don't actually have a story. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is our facts segment.
facts segment.
Yeah.
play the intro.
Yeah. Today, this has been influenced by the Joe Rogan Experience. One episode he had a doctor on, and he was talking about caffeine at one point, and so that kind of got me interested. And I have looked up some myths and facts from a credible website. Here is one that I find very interesting. Myth: caffeine increases the risk of heart disease. Fact: large-scale studies, which it doesn't say what studies, which is kind of a little sketchy, I think. But anyways, have shown that caffeine consumption does not increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases and does not raise cholesterol levels or cause irregular heartbeat. A slight temperature rise in blood pressure has been observed with caffeine consumption with individuals who are sensitive to caffeine. However, this rise is similar to results from normal activities such as climbing stairs. Still, people with high blood pressure are wise to consult their physician about caffeine intake.
And this is off of the website of, like, what is the website's name? Just to cite our source, so people know where we got it from.
I don't even know.
Hurricane things on
According to
St.
this website checker, it's EUFIC UFIC.
UFIC.
Food Facts for Healthy Choices, and it's an organization. It's a .org.
Yes.
And according to this website checker, it's 71 out of 100, so it's probably good.
It is, yeah. It is up there. Ooh, I dropped my lid. That is just one that I have found very interesting because a lot of people will say, "Ooh, lots of caffeine can give you heart attacks and stuff like that."
But if like that doesn't mean you should go around like drinking like 5 energy drinks
No,
a day, because
no.
that's like everything has its like limit. Like even too much water can be bad
Yeah,
for
there
you.
was a, I forget the story. There was a radio station or something that did a challenge for who could drink the most water, and a guy sat down and drank. It was like 5 gallons of water in one sitting or something like that, and he died.
You'd literally become like bloated
Yeah.
from the amount of
You
water.
can't drink that much water.
like
There'd just be like, you'd be drinking and then peeing it back out like that instantly.
there's like too much of anything is basically bad for you. But like I'm not saying you should go home and only like smoke a pack of cigarettes each day or something. That
Yeah.
like there's some things that you probably should just not do at all.
Yeah, but
Also, a pack
Caffeine.
of cigarettes is a lot. Try not to smoke that.
caffeine
At all in your
consumption.
life.
Caffeine consumption is, I don't know, what's the word for it? My brain
What are you trying to say?
is loading.
I don't know, I'm
It's-
so tired. Like, except I actually have an excuse to be tired.
Yeah.
You probably do too, but man,
Did you not take your daily dosage of caffeine?
I have not. So actually, another study that I saw. I don't have it pulled up. I'm just going off of what I remember. I believe, and it is in when you wake up, you should wait 90 minutes to consume caffeine, because in that 90 minutes, there are certain things happening in your body when you wake up that are making you not tired and other things like that. And caffeine stops those things from happening. So if you do that within the first 90 minutes and you consume caffeine, it'll not allow these cycles to fully take place, and then you will have that crash around 3 o'clock that most people experience, the caffeine crash. And supposedly, I've done it for like 3 or 4 days now, and I think it works, but you don't experience that crash if you take the time to let all of these juices flow.
apparently,
Words supposedly, by the way. It's a Wonder reference.
apparently people who drink coffee like every day actually have like longer lifespan. It says that
Well,
people drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day was linked to the largest reduction in early death compared to people who drink no coffee. So there is like actual science behind caffeine, I guess.
They're actually, would you like me to read another myth and fact? This one's pretty
actually,
Sure, except-
I was thinking of something. Sorry. So there's like this thing known as like caffeine tax. It's like where you like well, no, you're not gonna get taxed to drink caffeine or anything like that. It's like basically like whenever you drink like anything like an energy drink, after like the effects wear off, you're gonna be like all that energy that you would have had normally, it's just gonna be gone. So you're just gonna be more tired.
That's what I was going off of with the study. That's not. It supposedly said that that's not actually. Supposedly said that it's not actually the caffeine. It's the time frame of when you took it.
Oh.
So if you don't allow your body, I can't remember what it's called.
I mean, for me, I've only had an energy drink once, and I feel like they're a scam because John may remember this. In driver's ed, in our second drive, I was got only 3 hours of sleep, and then I asked Aiden if I should get an energy drink, and he said yes. And then I got the mango flavored Monster, and it tasted good, but it did absolutely nothing, and I was still tired. So
Yeah.
that's why I think energy drinks are pretty much scams.
Take a triple
I mean,
shot of
then again-
espresso, you'll be fine.
Then again, I need to try Red Bull. I feel like Red Bull would be interesting.
Red Bull's fun.
My mom, she the first day we actually moved here, she needed it to stay awake or something. I don't know what they were doing, but we were coming from California, and then she drank she drank Red Bull, and she said that she could not sleep at night. She was just shaking. I'm like, okay.
What's our time, guys?
We're at 28,
One of
so
my
we have
favorites.
14 minutes.
Let me read this one.
Before we pack up or before the...
We should pack up in about 19 minutes.
Yeah.
What?
It's
You just said we have 14 minutes.
or no,
We're doing
I
a
mean
full
9
podcast?
minutes. 9
Oh.
minutes.
Okay, anyway, so another one I would like to read is the myth: there are no positive effects to caffeine. Fact: caffeine is well recognized as well recognized as increasing both alertness levels and attention spans. So it can help you with your alertness and attention span. A cup of coffee or tea is often recommended to counter sleepiness, especially for those driving long distances, and many people resort to an afternoon, this says afternoon, quote, cuppa, I don't know where that comes from, but to get back on top of their workload. Studies have shown that caffeine may also improve memory and logical reasoning. So,
Yeah, you
John,
said...
you could drink coffee before you come to school.
Maybe.
I'll
Gotta
just
wait 90
bring
minutes
my
first.
Well, if we get enough sleep, which is probably 7 to 9 hours or something,
I already get 17 now.
then you probably don't need it, Talon.
I feel like death.
Maybe.
I would say go for it.
Then I would
See
say
what
go
happens.
for it.
You mentioned
I don't know
tea,
what fades.
but tea apparently has a lot of the same, longer lifespan effects that
Yeah.
coffee has, and it apparently can help, your immune system to fight off diseases.
That's good. I've been drinking a lot of tea of late.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a difference between, hot tea or cold
I was
tea.
about to say,
What about sweet tea?
I don't think it's like the McDonald's black sweet tea. I think when it says tea like that, it's talking about the hot cup of tea that's green
Oh,
tea
probably.
from a packet.
Yeah, I like
still
those,
drink
but...
packet tea. It's just it's sweet tea.
Speaking of tea,
Because
Which tea
you're
do you
also ingesting all of the sugar.
Yeah.
Or digesting, ingesting, same thing.
which tea do you guys prefer, weak or strong, with the packet?
Strong.
What do you mean with the packet?
When you make
Yeah.
hot tea, do you wait for it to sit and really mix in the water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've also
I thought you were talking about
Can't just dip it a couple
I don't
times
actually,
and
when I
throw it
make hot tea, I don't actually put that much sugar in it.
I do like a spoonful.
Yeah, I put a little bit just because, just a little bit. bitter
The
sometimes.
tea my grandma makes, it's originated, probably, I don't know, in India. It's called Cha, spelled chai, C-H-A-I-T, and then T as in T-E-A, and then I drink that every day. I used to drink it twice a day, but kind of just didn't want to drink it after school because it tastes good, but after you drink it, your breath dies. It's actually cursed. So that is why I'm an avid believer in brushing your teeth after breakfast.
Oh my god, yeah.
I can, if I do it before, I can't eat.
Only if
breakfast.
you do it. Only if you brush at night though.
I don't
That is
understand
true.
how people can literally brush their teeth before breakfast and then go immediately eat breakfast.
it's not possible.
You
It
would
makes food
like
taste
brushing your
good.
teeth and then drinking orange juice. That's pretty much what you're doing.
There's a lot of people that do that though, and they'll get mad if you say that's dumb.
I mean, if you think your mouth isn't clean, then you probably should brush better before you go to sleep, and then you should probably rinse out your mouth with water or something.
All you're doing is just brushing your
Mouthwash.
teeth just to immediately get them nasty again. But
I mean, you could just do mouthwash before it too, one little swish, You don't have to like.
Oh, mouthwash is very strong.
Well, you don't have to get mint. You can just get like one of those baby ones that like taste like
Yeah.
bubblegum joy or something.
Might as well just wash your teeth after you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I mean it's
makes
for the
it
it's for
more
the
clean
people
anyways.
it's for the people that think that eating breakfast before brushing,
Is weird.
yeah, it's like
Weird.
bad. You should just like
Yeah, but like, I don't see the logic behind that. Because
They'll
like
argue
you're
with you
eating
about it.
something, you're instantly putting something on your clean teeth to
Yeah.
make them dirty.
They'll have a full argument with you that
yeah, and it's pretty bad.
Anyway, I have
Oh, also, sorry, another thing. When I had braces, the good old orthodontist told me that I should probably brush my teeth after every meal. So
Yeah.
after breakfast, after lunch, and after dinner.
it doesn't make sense to do it before. But anyway, I like packet tea, but it also sometimes is a pain in the butt to make. I feel like it's not hard, but I'm just lazy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it takes a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
also, just so you know, this is what we've been talking about, is just caffeine. So like if you go out, don't go out and just get an energy drink, because energy drinks also have lots of other ingredients in them, and we're just talking about the caffeine.
It really depends on the energy drink though.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them with like added vitamins in them and such.
Yeah.
But sometimes those vitamins are just like to produce like the energy. Like they
Yeah.
probably
So
are
we're not
good.
We're not saying that all energy drinks are good. We are saying that.
Yeah, we aren't really endorsing energy
No,
drinks right now.
it's
We're more so
caffeine.
endorsing coffee and tea, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caffeine, to be exact. I have a little bit more that I would like to read. So, many caffeine-containing beverages, most noticeable tea and more recently coffee and chocolate, have been found to contain, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Dallas,
And antioxidants.
yes, antioxidants appear to have health benefits, especially in the area of heart health and cancer preventions. Recent reports suggest that caffeine may be useful in treating allergic reactions due to its ability to reduce the concentration of HAMTs,
Where is it?
histamines. Histamines. I can't read
We're
apparently.
gonna put a little vocab list like at the end.
Yeah, we'll put like a pause and a timer.
So yeah, helping with allergic reactions. Also, caffeine has been long known to help some people suffering with asthma.
So antioxidants are substances that may protect your cells against free radicals, which may play a role in heart disease. So they're basically just stuff to do with your immune system. You want to eat these so you don't get heart disease. And then histamines are also part of your immune system, and they cause you to get like runny nose and stuff, which a lot of people obviously don't like having runny nose, but it's actually your body like trying to get germs out and stuff. That's what sneezing and all that is for.
And crying, like whenever you get tears, all that stuff, throwing up, it's just getting germs out of your body because they should not be there. And then that's not the only reason why you throw up. Sometimes other things cause that too. But actually, there's also another thing. Like, say you drink like a bottle like that, like of just like your regular Dr. Pepper, not zero. I don't know how zero works in this example. So say you just like drink it like maybe like 1 or 2 bottles every day for 5 days straight. The next day, if you don't drink it, apparently you get like a headache. That may be with stuff
It's
with
a
more
it's a
caffeine.
caffeine withdrawal.
Yeah,
Which
which I don't
There
think
was a
Dr.
thing on
Pepper
here.
does it have caffeine. Maybe I'm thinking of Pepsi. I don't know.
I thought I saw something on here, but
I kind of missed what we were just talking about because I was looking up stuff about car sickness, but
Uh,
because you brought up vomit and I was trying to figure out why you vomit when you get car sickness. But it's pretty much because like your vision is not the same as your ear like pressure stuff. I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. Inner ear senses is what this is. But in your brain thinks that there's like something in you that's causing that to happen, so you to get it out.
yeah.
that makes sense.
Anyways, I think we should wrap up this
Episode. Okay.
been a very fun episode.
Thanks, that's been a good one.
Also, actually, I haven't found
Actually,
anything
talk
on the.
about stuff.
I haven't found anything on the not school shooting, the carjacking, because like I have to watch this video and I don't feel like watching this video.
We need to probably actually read our news articles.
Yeah.
But
We will be
still-
more prepared next week.
I mean, I don't think this was a bad episode.
I think this was
we
one
talked
of
about
our better
stuff, yeah.
This has been a very good episode.
Yes.
So this has been Big Guy Podcast. We'll catch you next week with maybe a guest next week. We don't know.
Maybe.
He's kind of a goofy individual, so it's
It'll
up to
be
him
fun.
getting permission. If next week probably will not be as serious as today's episode was, but if we have the guest.
It might be just absolutely wacky.
Beautiful.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Talon, stop.